Hello? So last night was the Oscars, as everyone knows by now. You should know. Because it was amazing. The most amazing thing happened. Suicide Squad won an Oscar. I can't believe it, you know? Most people hated the movie. I thought it was okay. Not a good movie, but it won Best Picture. You know? It just shows how a movie that's not even nominated could win Best Picture. Oh, no. No, it won makeup. I don't agree with that. Star Trek was better. I didn't see any of those other movies, but I didn't see Star Trek, and I know it had better makeup. Anywho, so I'm going to go over all the categories, what I thought of them, and show you my results of how I picked. Show you how smart I am. Whoa, we're stable. We stable here? All right. So, anyways, overall, the show I thought was entertaining. I liked how they brought in the tour bus. Imagine if you were those people. You just walk in and you're on the Oscars. Oh my, that would be so cool. Yeah. The only thing about the show I didn't like was it got too political. It wasn't like so bad it was annoying, but it was just like, why does everything these days have to be political? Just get over it. Shut up. Just shut your mouth. That's all I gotta say about that, but seriously, everything's trying to be all, I gotta make a statement. Just be quiet. Anywho, yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent show. Jimmy Kimmel, I thought, did a good job. Okay, so the night before, I went through every category I looked, I picked, and I was 11 for 11. Crap. But some of them was just so. It's. I think I did better than what it shows. I'll tell you why. Because. So I did a points thing. All right. So I'll explain that in a second. But you see, there's all those like the documentary short, you know, foreign film. Like no one's seen these. You know, I'm sure they're great. I haven't seen them though. I've never even heard of them. So there's no way I can judge them. It's just kind of like that one. I actually got two of those right, though. I got animated short and documentary feature. Only because I heard a lot about the OJ one. I'm like, I kind of know something about that one, so I'll pick that one. And animated short was Piper, the bird one that was played before Finding Nemo. Finding Dory. Which was actually, the short was better than the movie. So what the heck? Why is it crooked? I don't know. I'm not going to edit this at all either. So yeah, the short was better than the movie. I thought Finding Dory was kind of dumb. Anywho. So I got those two right, but documentary short, short film, and foreign film, I had no clue. So that's 4 incorrect, so, you know. And then with sound mixing and sound editing, I think it was Arrival won sound editing and Hacksaw Ridge won sound mixing. And I got them right, but the opposite. I put Hacksaw Ridge. Shoot. Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge for editing and Arrival for mixing, but it was the opposite. I'm like, come on. I got the 2 sound categories that are almost the same. They're just a little bit different. Just mixed up. So I gave myself a point for that. And so if I would have gotten if you don't count all that, it's not as bad as it looks. So I have a point thing instead, since it's crazy. So if you get a pick right, you get 1 point. All right. If you get your second choice, like some of them were just too hard to choose just one. So second choice, you get half a point. Third choice, you get 1/4 of a point. So if you get 4 third choices, you get a point. And yeah. And if you get a one of the random ones that no one's ever heard of, you get 2 points. So let's see, I got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. I got 18 points out of a possible like 30. And I gave myself a point for since I mixed up on the sound ones. And then I gave myself a point because I got all the acting ones correct. And like a half a point because I got both screenplays correct. I'm like, and those are the ones I probably know the least about because I'm more into like directing and cinematography. That's what I want to do. But anywho, so that's how I did. Here's the ones I got right. I got short animation, documentary. I got animated feature, Zootopia, supporting actor, supporting actress, cinematography, production design, both screenplays, actor and actress. And then for my second choices, I got score. I thought Moonlight was going to win because I really liked the score, but La La Land did, which I think I actually liked a little better than Moonlight score. Editing, I chose La La Land, but it was Hacksaw. Song, for some reason I thought that the Trolls Justin Timberlake song was going to win. I don't know why. I knew deep down in my heart afterwards it was going to be one of the La La Land songs, but it was too late to change. And, so yeah, La La Land won. And then directing, I thought Moonlight would win directing and La La Land would win Best Picture, but it was actually the opposite. So, and then Best Picture, Moonlight was my second choice. And then third choice, special effects for The Jungle Book. So I was either correct, almost correct, or completely off, basically. So, oh my gosh, it's going to be a long video. So I'm going to go through all the categories. I don't care about any of these ones, like I said earlier. We're still at the top. Original score, Manchester by the Sea. I predicted that one to win. I thought it was written real well. It had great dialogue. The story, when you're watching, you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's life sucks. And you feel for the guy. You're like, oh man, I just great characters, everything. Adapted screenplay. I chose Moonlight, and Moonlight won. Yeah, it was good. It was real good. Visual effects, I chose Star Wars. My second choice was Doctor Strangelove. Didn't see that one. I saw Jungle Book, but I just remember watching reviews for Doctor Strange, and everyone was like, the effects are amazing. So they were my second. And the Star Wars effects were they were real good. Except for the Grand Moff Tarkin was a little on and off. Sound mixing, we already talked about sound mixing and editing. Production design, I got right with La La Land. I thought, especially the end, the ending montage, I don't know what you want to call it, montage thing, had some pretty cool sets. And it was all shot on location, so it has a very real feel. So I think that was a well-deserved one. Song, we already talked about that one. I liked was it City of Stars, that one? Yeah, City of Stars. Real good song. I think Day and the Day of Sun from La La Land could have won too. But I knew it was either going to be one of the two La La Lands or the Trolls song, which I'm glad it wasn't the Trolls song. Score, I chose Moonlight, but it was La La Land. Moonlight had a real good score, especially for the film. It really set a good tone for it. La La Land had a great song for its tone, completely different. The one kind of more sad, depressing one, and the one more upbeat. And they were both good. I think people will listen to La La Land more than they will listen to Moonlight. So well deserved. Makeup, I thought Star Trek was going to win. It had more practical, alien things. I thought they looked real cool. Suicide Squad, yeah, I guess the Joker was okay, and Harley Quinn. But it wasn't like stand out like, wow. Editing, I chose La La Land. I thought that would win because I thought it was pretty good. Hacksaw Ridge, I think well deserved for editing too. That was my second choice. Costume design, I was totally off. I chose Allied for some reason because none of them seemed that impressive to me. And then I chose La La Land just because I liked how especially in the scene you see in the poster where she's wearing the yellow dress with the against the blue background. I think that was just looked great, and how they used the color of the costumes and stuff. It's not like the costumes particularly were like wow, but just how they used the costumes I thought was good. And Fantastic Beasts came out and winning. I'm like, what? They were just. I mean, they're okay. Whatever. I don't care about costume design. Cinematography. What I choose? I chose La La Land, and it did win. I thought it looked real good, especially the scene, like I just mentioned, where they're singing against the sunset. That scene is beautiful. I don't know, just it's overall a real good look. Yeah, that was a hard one to choose though, because I really liked all of them. Silence looked real good. Moonlight I thought had great cinematography. What were some of the other ones? I didn't see Lion, but I saw some of the things and I thought it looked real good. Animated feature Zootopia was just like, it's gonna win. I don't. But that's how I felt about La La Land. I'm like, it's gonna win, but Zootopia actually did. So, supporting actress Viola Davis. Yeah, she was real good. Yeah, it was okay. She was good. That's who I chose. Supporting actor, I chose Marshall Ali, and my second choice was the kid from Manchester by the Sea. Marshall Ali, though, he had a small part, but it was good. For Moonlight, leading actress, my first choice was Emma Stone, just because none of the other ones I heard anything about. None of them seemed like any impressive thing, and my second choice was just Meryl Streep's because she's Meryl Streep's, I guess. That overrated actress, no one, like, she's not even good. I'm just kidding. I've never even seen a Meryl Streep's movie. Leading actor Casey Affleck. I think Andrew Garfield, I don't think he would have won, but I thought he did a good job. And Denzel Washington, you could see how upset he kind of looked staring at Casey Affleck out there. I wish Casey Affleck would shave that beard, groom himself, and I think he definitely deserved it then. And then directing, I thought Moonlight was going to get directing, but lose Best Picture. La La Land won directing. And I believe he's the youngest director to win Best Director. So that's pretty cool. Seems like a cool guy. So overall, I nailed some cinematography, screenplay, all the acting ones, some of the other ones. But yeah, that ending though, how do you mess that up? And I can't believe I witnessed that, because I've only watched, this is my third Oscars watching, and there's been like 89 of these, and this was the first time that happened. That's that's cool. Like the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl to come into overtime, and it's like there's been 51 of those, and it took them that many. It's like I want to make an award right now. Okay, I thought I had it in the bag award, and the nominees are the Golden State Warriors for blowing a 3-1 lead, the Cleveland Indians for blowing a 3-1 lead, the Atlanta Falcons for blowing that lead in the Super Bowl, Hillary Clinton for, the presidential race, and La La Land for that whole debacle. So who do you think was like, I got this, and then everything was just ripped away from them at the last second? What would I think was the worst, like the most crushing one? Would have to be Hillary Clinton. Because if you're Hillary Clinton, you're like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be the president. This is what I've been waiting for my whole life. And then you're watching, but La La Land would suck too, because you're on top of the world and you go from here to here in like 2 seconds. At least Hillary had some time to cope with it. I'm glad she did. I don't want to get into that. Anyways, other Oscar-y things. What happened else? Yeah. Yeah, I think Moonlight definitely deserves Best Picture. I thought it was um, a really good movie. That's coming from a straight white guy from the suburbs. Um, but yeah, I liked how that movie, it kind of had a message, but it wasn't like, about kind of being accepting and stuff, but it wasn't just bashing you over the head like some movies do. I thought it handled it very well, and it was made very well. So, yeah, I think that's about it. Um, I feel like there's more to say, but this video is already 15 minutes long. So, that's all. This month will be worst movie, bad movie month. Because I watched so many good movies in February. I watched, almost all the Best Picture nominees except for Lion, because I just didn't want to. I watched all those other Best Picture winners, and I'm exhausted from good movies. I need to see some garbage. So the final review of the month will be the worst movie I've ever seen, and it is awful. Awful. I could make a better movie, and I'm 16, and I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm an idiot, and I can make a better movie. But that's for later on. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.